here because, okay. Hey guys! Getting everything up and running here. We've had a crazy day. Been running around everywhere trying to get prepped. I don't know for what. Sometimes the hours just go by so quickly. And all of a sudden it's 4 and we're a little late. Sorry about that. But here we are. Here we are for our Beachy Glow happy hour. And I think my sidekick over there is about to pop some bubbles. So we haven't even gotten to that yet. That's how behind we're running today. So just to talk a little bit about a Beachy Glow. One of the best things about a Beachy Glow and making your skin more luminescent is it's instantly going to make you look younger. That's the problem with the whole matte trend, which I, by the way, never got into, is it just ages you. Matte makeup tends to settle in and it looks great on Kim Kardashian, but was never for me. So the most important thing I would say is starting, treating your face like a canvas. And you have to prep it for having that beachy glow. And the best way to do that is using awesome skincare. So we love and really believe in our skincare line at Elevé, from our cleanser to our essential day cream, which also is a primer, to especially, you've heard us talk about this pretty much every week, our organic golden beauty oil. These things will really prep your skin and get it ready for that luminescent glow. So 25% off this week. All of our skincare is 25% off. So it is an excellent time to hop on and stock up on any skincare that you might be running low on, or switch out some of your current products for some clean beauty products. So Gertie's gonna hop in here in just a minute and get on with the lesson for those of you who have the Beachy Glow kit. For those of you who haven't snagged yours yet, we still have some available. It is our Sheer Lumiere, which is a luminizer, our champagne cream cheek and lip tint, and then a powder bronzer. And then you could also add on a lip plumper and our nail pop and Goldie. So it's a great deal. $50 for the kit. It's a little extra to add on. Oh yay, bubbles. A little extra. Cheers everybody. A little extra to add on the lip and the nail pop, but they're both so beautiful and they go with that dewy look so well. Anyway, there's nothing I can say more than about a bronzy glow than youthful radiance. Don't you agree, Gertie?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
It just automatically gives you that youthful radiance that just is so impactful, and it takes very few products to just have that glow and be able to rock it. You don't even have to spend a lot of time, which we're all about. So I'm gonna turn it over to Gertie and let her give this lesson. Cheers, guys.
Hi! Are y'all ready to feel like y'all have just been to the Bahamas? I am. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds dreamy right now. So let's get our skin in Bahama check ready. We're gonna really give you some simple tips that can take it to that level. The one thing, I didn't catch exactly what Ginger was saying, but one thing I will say too about having a beachy glow is, yes, little makeup, also kind of more natural skin, but giving it that bronze and giving it that pretty glow. So it's a little bit more natural and fresh, and that's what I love about a good beachy look. So in your kit, let's go over what you have. You've got your Sheer Lumiere Luminizer. It's a liquid luminizer. That is a tongue twister. This stuff is some of my favorite stuff, and it's really helpful knowing how to use this and where to put it. So I'm gonna show you that today. You've got your cream blush, which is a bronzing blush, which is our Cheek and Lip Rosé in the shade Champagne. And then you have your bronzer, which is gonna give us that extra glow. And then if you got the extras, you got your plumper, which is a really pretty rose pink. And then your polish, which I did not have time to paint my nails today, but I did paint them the other day, one of our new shades. This is called Casey, and I really like it. And it's lasted a really long time, and I've been really hard on my nails all week. So I've got those done, but I'm obsessed with this color. I always have this on my toes. It's my favorite. This is Goldie. This was actually named after my little girl. So Goldie, my favorite. And then a couple tools that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush to bronze. So you'll need to grab one of these, and then a cream brush to apply our cream blush. If you do not have one of these, you could do it with your fingers, so don't worry. And then I like to use this little puffy sponge. This is our Perfecting Blender sponge. I love this thing. I use this every day. I never knew how much it would do. So I'm gonna show you how to use this. Yeah, so grab those tools and let's get started. Oh, Ginger, can you grab me a Bombshell? The other thing, grab your foundation too, because
by the way, Jim has just chimed in. She's loving our foundation.
Oh, yay, great. I'm so happy to hear that. So I'm gonna be using our Bombshell Beauty Balm, which is a beauty balm, but it is an all-in-one. So it works similar and wears similar to a tinted moisturizer. So it looks like your skin, it just gives it a little more evenness and looks a little better than your skin. So who doesn't want that? So it evens you out, but still looks natural. So I'm gonna be using that too, the Bombshell. I wear the shade Light. You can hop online and if you need us to match you, if you don't know what shade you are, shoot us a DM with your picture and we'll match you virtually through a picture. All these things we can do through technology now. Okay, so a couple different ways. Let's start with our liquid luminizer. A couple different ways you can wear this. My favorite way is mixing it with my foundation. It looks a little dark in the bottle. It actually is very sheer and it's gonna totally seep and just blend into almost every skin tone and just give it a little bit of a glow. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So it looks a little, almost too bronze, but you put it on and it even kind of looks a little bit dark on my hand, but once you blend it, it's so pretty and it really melts into your skin and just gives you that beautiful, beautiful glow. So this stuff is pretty awesome, and you can see how glowy that made the back of my hand. Really, really pretty. So I mixed this with my Bombshell. So I'm gonna take about a half pump of the Bombshell, or whatever foundation you have, and I do like to use the back of my hand as a palette. So I'm gonna take like about a half pump. Okay, and then let's take about like just a little. You can customize this. How much bronze do you want? If you want more bronze, add more of this. If you want less, just add a little. I'm gonna go ahead and do about half and half because I want to get a good glow. So I've got about half and half here. And I like to wet this. So I actually have a secret here. I'm gonna wet this and squeeze it out, and it just blends so much better that way. So typically I already have this wet at home. I'll wet it after each use, squeeze it out, and dry it with a towel and then throw it in my drawer so it's ready for the next day. So I've got it wet. Now I'm gonna take this and blend. You can see on the back of my hand, so I'm just blending, and it creates this beautiful bronze, glowy, like perfect shade of tint. We're gonna put this all over our skin. And one of the reasons I like this sponge is because it blends so seamlessly. Sure, you can do this with your hands, but there's something about just the texture of this that it gives you that almost an airbrush finish, but it's still very natural. You can see I'm already getting a little more bronze, which is awesome. I need that.
But the great thing is it still looks natural.
It still looks so natural. It doesn't make it any heavier. I think it actually does the opposite. It gives you overall just a more blended look with just a super natural, really pretty glowy finish. And then I do go ahead and be sure and blend onto your neck because we are giving our skin a little bit of extra color and extra bronze. So you want to make sure that, you know, all this is blended.
And it's so light, it's not ever going to make it look oily. It just gives you a light shimmer.
It really doesn't. You can see it really does. It makes your skin just look healthy. So it gives you a healthy glow. It's not going to give it an oily finish, but a healthy glow, which is, I don't know how else you can say that. So I've got this all blended in. So this is an awesome way to use this. It's also gonna make your foundation last twice as long. The other beautiful thing about our sheer Lumiere, so this is packed with ingredients that soothe, calm, and treat your skin. So while you're wearing this, you're getting anti-aging ingredients, you're getting soothing ingredients, and you're getting all of the skincare in one with a makeup. So like double bonus, give it to me. I will never live without that Luminizer. I love it so much. Now, say if mixing it with your foundation is not your jam, that's okay. Another way that you can use this beautiful product, you can, so I'm gonna squirt a little bit on the back of my hand and show you. You can give your upper cheeks right here a little boost, a little bit of a highlight. You can add, I'm sorry, cracking up. Maddie just said I'm basically see-through. Does it look good on very fair skin? Definitely. So if you have very fair skin, just use a little bit less. Go light with this. You may want to start with just a drop. And a little drop is gonna go a long way. I'm doing about a half mix, but I do have a little bit of, I guess my skin's kind of more of a medium. So you would just want to start with one drop, Maddie. Okay, now we're putting a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna blend this. And I'm gonna add a little bit to my cheekbones here to give me that extra dewiness, that extra glow. So you would go ahead and apply whatever tint or foundation you love, put that on first, and then this is what you would do second. So we're gonna blend that here. We're gonna blend that here to give us a little extra glow, and then kind of blend right along the jawline there.
And why are you choosing those spots?
So these spots are where the sun would naturally hit you. Very good question. So right here where the sun would naturally hit you, if you were to go and just, lift your head into the sunlight, into the sunbeams, this is where you're gonna kind of catch the sun. So you wanna add that glow to this area where it would naturally go. Another thing too that you can think of is anywhere that you're gonna add a more intense glow. So we're specifically targeting these areas. So we're kind of adding more intensity to these specific places. Think of that as a spotlight on your face. So wherever you add a highlighter or a more, like luminizers tend to be a little softer, but if you are specifically putting it more intensely in an area, it's gonna add a spotlight to that area. So wherever you would want people to look on your face, you wanna add it there. Personally, I want my cheekbones to look higher and more lifted, and who doesn't? So I'm always gonna, wanna add some kind of highlight or lift here, and that's what this is gonna do. This is gonna give you just a little bit of a lift all through makeup. It's kind of fun what you can do with just a little bit of makeup. A little bit goes a long way. And then we're gonna blend it here and here. Another couple cool places you can add this. Some people like to add it right here to kind of make their lips look a little bigger, and you can do that. You can also add it into the inner corners of the eyes to give that a highlight, and you can add it directly underneath the brow to give that a highlight, and be sure it creates a little openness there, and it's like an instant eye lift. So lots of cool things you can do with this. Like I said, I swear by it. I use it every single day, and it just automatically makes my skin look healthier, and you can't get enough of that just glow. So next up, got that. Now that we bought our foundation, we're gonna come in and set a little cream on the tops of our cheeks to add. I love a cream blush because again, it's glowy, it's dewy, it doesn't settle in, and the cool thing about our cream blushes are that they stay on all day. So it doesn't wear off like a powder tends to after a few hours. So by lunchtime, you're not gonna have to reapply this. It's gonna be on even at happy hour time. So like I mentioned, if you have a brush, you can apply it. If you don't, use your fingers, and I'll show you both ways. The first side I'm gonna do with a brush. So you get a little bit on your brush. I love this color that we specially picked for this kit. It's called Champagne. Of course, I love the name, but I love the color because it's bronze and it's pretty and it looks good on everybody. It just looks good on everybody. It gives you this pretty bronze, summery, fun. I can't get enough of it. I even use it during the winter, this color. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it right here to the top of my cheeks. And what I like to do is just blend. You blend in a circular motion. So if you're using a brush, come and blend with that circle. And what that does is keep you from getting any hard stop and go lines, right? So it's just very seamless, which is what we want it to be. Looks like we're losing connection. Okay, I think I got y'all back. So take that blend. If you like a little bit more of a pop, you can add another layer. This is great because it's sheer, but you can still build color on with it. So that side I showed you the brush. This side I'm going to show you how easy it is to do with your finger. So I've got just a little bit on my fingertip here. But I'm going to come in and blend. And same thing, I'm just going in a circular motion. I might have gotten a little more on this side, so I'll have to even out, but still, you can see how easy it is to blend and just make it so seamless. And like I mentioned, this gives a tint to your skin, so this is not, you don't have to worry about this, redoing this at lunchtime. It looks like I'm a little uneven. I'm gonna add a little bit more to this side just to keep things symmetrical. One thing you do want in makeup is symmetry. Okay, so check it out. Look at that glow. I love that it instantly gives you just a little bit of a pop up high. I'm feeling beachy right now. So we're gonna finish our beachy look with a beautiful bronzer. And like I answered earlier, the question is where do I want to apply this bronzer? You want to apply it where the sun would naturally hit your face. The easiest way for me to remember that is it's basically in the shape of a 3. So you can see I'm basically drawing a 3. So it's the shape of a 3 on each side of your face, and then down the bridge of your nose, and then a little bit kind of underneath your chin to give you that definition. But almost every time I apply my bronzer, even when I'm at home by myself, I'm thinking, okay, 3, shape of a 3. So it's a really good tip, and it's just a really easy way to remember exactly where you should put this little extra touch of bronze. So we're gonna head and go there underneath to create a little bit of that defined cheek, and then bring it underneath the jawline, and then on the bridge of the nose. We're gonna do that on both sides. So do your 3. And a little bit of this goes a long way too. Check it out. I really do feel like I just left the Caribbean. All right. Okay, so you could add more or less of this depending again on how much intensity you like with your bronzer. You still want it to be soft, you don't want any lines, you want to be sure and keep it very blended, but it's really, really easy to do with a fluffy brush and this beautiful, this is a powder, but it's almost creamy, it's so velvety and it just goes on so easy and wears so naturally. So I'm a huge, huge fan of the bronzer. All right, how are y'all feeling? Hopefully y'all are feeling a little bit more like you are in paradise. Even if you're at home in your living room watching me right now, that's perfect. We can take our minds anywhere we want to be, right?
So Gertie, somebody's saying bronzer is hard. So you would recommend starting with just less bronzer and adding. Just be really careful where you start because it's kind of hard to blend it out once you got too much on, right?
It is. So, if you get too much, you can take whatever powder you have, your face powder, and you can go and blend and neutralize that bronze with just a little bit of face powder. But it is easy to get carried away. So as with anything with makeup, I say start with a little less. If you've watched a couple of my lessons, I'm sure y'all hear me say that all the time. Start with less and then keep adding. So be sure you just get a little bit on your brush, start with less in that shape, and then you can always add more. It's so much harder to go and take away. Of course you can add powder and you can blend it, but that takes a lot more effort than just adding another layer. So that is a very great question, and I'm glad that you asked that because I forgot to mention that. And now we cannot be beachy without our lips. So I love the lip amp. What this does is plump the water. So it's a natural lip plumper, but it plumps the water in your lips. So if you have, like me, if you're not drinking enough water right now, whatever it is, If it's super hot, your lips just kind of, I almost think of it as they tend to deflate a little bit, but kind of like a raisin, that water just sort of leaves your lips first. So this is gonna go ahead and naturally plump the water in your lips. So it's like taking a raisin to a grape. So I freaking love the lip amp. Love it, love it. I wear the shade, this is the shade Paris, and then we also have a London, which is a nude, and I wear that all the time. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this. And this is super beachy and pretty. It's a really soft pink. I mean, it looks good on everybody. Most people love just having a good neutral shade, but it's also gonna make that bronzy skin really pop by having this pink, this pretty pink lip. And top that with some gold nails, and y'all are beaching. You're ready. You're ready.
So would you recommend to throw on some pink eyeshadow? I noticed you have on some pink eyeshadow. Would that really complete the look?
So Ginger and I actually, we were so thankful we hopped on, we got to do a takeover for Austin Woman's Instagram earlier today. So of course I had to put my makeup on already. So usually I start these lessons without having any makeup on. But I did start with some eye makeup. If you did not catch the Austin Women Live too, we posted it onto our feed and you can hop over to their story and catch it. Ginger and I always have fun. You never know what's gonna happen on these lives. We're always dropping something or spilling something or tripping on our words. So you never know, but it was a lot of fun. So big shout out to them and thank you. But yes, all that being said, I popped on a really pretty pink because I was just in the beachy mode today and the sun is finally shining here in Austin. It rained all day yesterday. So something you can do if you want to take your eyes up and give them just a fun beachy thing, you can just pop on, even with your fingers, just pop on a little pink and add that to your eyes. I like to use, this is my new favorite thing. This is the Sweet Tea and Sunshine palette, the eyeshadow palette, which I know a lot of you have. We've actually sold out of this twice, so I'm obsessed. I can't even say enough great things, but it's got everything beachy you could need in a palette for your eyes. It even has this pretty luminizer, so kind of what we did today, you could do this with this palette as well if you don't have the kit. But I popped this pink on my eyes today, and you could do this on your cheeks or on your eyes. So I love it. These can be used anywhere. So this is super fun, and this is our brand new palette. And it also comes in this really cool gold. Like if you package it in gold, it's gotta be winning, right? I love anything gold. So it's really fun, it's beautiful. So that's that Sweet Tea and Sunshine. Ginger mentioned a couple cool things we have going on this week. This is a great time for you to step up your skincare routine, get your skin in check for summer. So we do have 25% off all of our skincare, which is a killer deal. I don't know if we've ever done that before, but so 25% off. And then we also have our eyeliners this week, our buy one, get one free. So if you are a big fan of our cake liners or our gel liners, which I've used many times and are in several of our kits that we have put together for you, those are buy one, get one free. So lots of cool things happening. I'm happy to be here live. We're gonna be live again next Wednesday. I can't remember what we're doing. Let me ask Ginger. I'll get back to you on that. But we do have a really cool kit that we're doing next week. We have a couple cool ones. I can't remember which one it is next week, but I think she's on the phone. But we'll get back to you on that. If you have questions, shoot us your questions. We're still doing curbside delivery service, so you can give us a call, place your order online. We always have free shipping. And I'm glad that Maddie is at least getting a kick out of me not remembering. I really need to do my homework before these, don't I? Oh, what color pink? Okay, well, I think I answered your question, so we'll go back through. If we didn't get to any of your questions, I'll go ahead and answer them individually. But hopefully y'all learned a little something, got some tips. Let me know how this kit goes for you. And the cool thing about this kit too, I have to say, just even if you get it and play along, there's so many different things that you can do with everything. The bronzer you could use on your eyes. I forgot to say this earlier, but I've even used this cream cheek on my eyes. So it's cool because you can put it here, you can put it on your lips, and you can put it on your eyes. So you can pretty much use these 3 things all over your face. I think that's awesome. I love a multi-use product where you can throw these in your bag or just keep fewer things in your makeup kit that can work in all different places. So I think that's a wrap. Oh, look, I have a note. Thanks, Ginger. Thanks, sister. So we've got our, next week is our Rose Gold Beauty Kits. That's gonna be so much fun. Rose Gold, again, you can't go wrong with rose gold all over your face. It's so pretty. So we've got rose gold coming up, and then the week after that, we have a beachy coral. So it'll be a little bit of a different beachy look that we're playing up corals and showing you how to use those. So tune in, and it'll either be Ginger or I giving you a lesson on those 2 and having a fun tutorial and a happy hour. And I've been talking so much I haven't even had a drink yet, so cheers. It's time for some bubbly. It's time to kick back, relax. We're sending you virtual hugs and kisses. We miss you so much. And hopefully we will see you next week. Bye, y'all.